Hello and welcome to TelecomTV, reporting in from Mobile World Congress, MWC 2015 here in Barcelona. I'm joined by two old friends. I'm very glad to see them both. Haven't seen one for quite a while and one more recently. On my immediate left is Vinay who is Distinguished Technologist and Chief Architect of the NFV Business Unit at HP. Vinay, great to see you.
Thank you.
Well done for avoiding the snow and getting here.
That's right.
And on his left is Thorsten, who is Vice President Partner Business at Nokia. Thorsten, great to see you again. You've come from somewhere cold anyway.
Pleasure to be here in a sunny Barcelona.
It's nice, isn't it? Okay, let's get into this. I want to talk to you about Nokia and HP. And Thorsten, the questions for you first is this. Tell us about your NFV collaboration and what it means for operators in the telecoms industry.
Right, okay. So NFV is for sure a big buzzword around in the industry, telco as well as IT. In the IT domain a little bit longer, but now definitely also getting big scale into telco. And wow, gosh, the telco industry really transforming in the moment and virtualizing a lot coming from the core network into the access all over in the mobile networks. So it's very important, and we see ourselves from the Nokia angle, that the IT and the telco world, they are really merging very quickly, quicker than probably what we expected 2 years ago, into each other. And what we said ourselves and defined as our strategy, when we want to be the kind of connected environment, if you want to get of the next, let's say 1 gigabit per person per day type of kind of connected traffic delivered in a kind of economically good way, it's absolutely key that we run some kind of virtualized functions and that we get the kind of all the network functionality starting from the core virtualized and getting the benefits from the IT world into the mobile network area. So there it was natural for us to look out what are the best partners to do these type of activities. And certainly HP is a big player in the IT domain with a lot of experience on the virtualization. And there was where we reached out and then we looked how can we bring both worlds together and really create something unique and beneficial for our customers.
Okay, thank you for that. Before we go any further, can we talk about the technologies themselves? I'll ask you, Thorsten, and I'll ask Vinay first of all, but what Nokia technologies are being used to facilitate this?
So, naturally we are strong on the mobile network. We are strong on the radio access and the rated core, the analytics around this and getting the kind of understanding in the networks and how it works. And naturally on this one we defined 3-4 years ago that we said the key differentiation is about to have the virtualized network functions like IMS, packet core, all of these as basically applications running and make them virtualized from the kind of hardware platform and the traditional type of box system which we had. We started with the ATCA system. When we reached out of this one, we continued with HP Blade servers and we figured out that we are ahead of the industry, ahead of our competition to really providing this type of applications. And we developed our software very stringently in a kind of open platform, open software architecture to allow a kind of open ecosystem where our application really make the difference. In this sense, we really look to some kind of partnership where we say, okay, what is the underlying type of hardware? What is the underlying open stacks and open system where our applications run the best on? And this is where we as Nokia bring a really added value, a real strong type of asset into this type of relationship that together we can combine systems which are really unique.
Okay, Vinay, let's bring you in now. Same question to you. What HP technologies are being used to facilitate this partnership?
So if you look at the collaboration, I think what HP's strengths are, we are fundamentally strong in the infrastructure layer, the infrastructure management software, the cloud management solutions around our OpenStack distribution, the OSS, and to some degree, how we help carriers orchestrate from the service level orchestration technologies that Nokia brings into the cloud platform, into the infrastructure layer. So what we are bringing is our converged infrastructure portfolio of hardware technologies, the management that goes along with it, the converged infrastructure management tooling, and then the OpenStack distribution that is geared towards delivering to the carriers the availability, the reliability, the performance that they are seeking in our Helium OpenStack distribution. Couple this along with our converged system approach, which takes this as a system and delivers to Nokia in a form factor that is then easier for our customers to deploy and deliver so that they can get the agility that they're seeking to deliver new next generation applications.
Thank you. Thorsten, back to you. How does the collaboration with HP accelerate NFV deployments?
So I think it's a very easy one. At least for me, it's so self-evident. Having a strong partner from the IT side who has got an experience on the IT and the virtualization for years, bringing the experience which HP is, right, to just make the point there, and then having a kind of strong partner on the virtualization of the mobile broadband, of the radio access, of the core network of this one, which we all have. Mm-hmm. And by the way, we're demonstrating in our booth now the full radio access also being cloudified and virtualized on this one, which will be the next thing afterward. Bringing both of these together provides now for our common customers a solution which is right away as a kind of turnkey solution operationally, which lowers their TCOs right away, which can be deployed right away in very simple things like also reducing floor space, reducing computing power, reducing energy solutions. So all of the benefits which you see from the virtualization, not talking about capacity and bringing the capacity on a lower cost point on this one. So these both companies have got very unique strengths in both of their domains. Now bringing this together really accelerates the entire market in my opinion.
Okay, thank you. Vinay, over to you. This is obviously a transformational journey. What about services to help operators on the way as the journey progresses?
So I think if you look at services, there are different tiers of services in our opinion. So the first tier of services is how do we deliver these as solutions jointly between HP and Nokia, where we have technologies that we are bringing, the functions that Nokia bring, the orchestration technology, how do we deliver this from our services point of view to the customer so that it can be deployed, can be then transferred over to the operator for them to manage it. So that's the first set of services on how do we provide this as a platform on which the carriers will run the services. And then the support services, which is after the fact that I've deployed a function, I've deployed the platform, how do I support it? How do I guarantee the SLA? So what is the single point of contact? How do we handle the calls between HP and Nokia? So rather than the customer knowing, okay, it's a hardware problem, let me call HP, it's a software problem, let me call Nokia, we now have built a services integration team where it is a single phone number for customers to call, and then we will triage as joint companies between the two of us where the problem lies, and then bring in our support engineers as required to fix the problems in a delivery time that meets the SLAs that the carriers are seeking for. So again, there are different levels of services that we are bringing, and again, all in a way that keeps the customer in mind. Rather than trying to change the customer's behavior, let's make sure that we retain the customer experience as the pivot point, and then do everything behind the scenes to make sure that we can meet on those SLAs.
Thank you. Staying with you finally, Vinay, what do you think we can expect to see from this collaboration, this partnership?
So I think a few things come to mind, and I think the first thing that I would say that comes to mind is the time to market advantages. So as an integrated solution, we believe we can deliver core networking services as Thorsten said, in terms of the core or the mobile edge services that can be delivered in the carrier environment much faster. So that's the first thing. And second thing is, as we deploy these platforms, we will learn a lot about how these services will be deployed, how they will scale, and that will then lead us into the next set of technologies that we will bring in joint collaboration that will enhance the platform, the types of capabilities that we will bring in. So it's not just the experience today, but again, how do we then take the learnings from these initial deployments and bring them back into our services, into our products, into our operationalization technologies that we need to deliver as part of the integrated solution.
Thank you. It's absolutely fascinating to see the way in which the industry is changing. A Mobile World Congress certainly isn't about mobile phones anymore, is it? Things have changed. We're done. I'd just like to say Vinay Saxena and Thorsten Robrecht, gentlemen, thank you very much indeed.
A pleasure.